Listen, hi, my name is Angie, and I forget people's names even though I'm in the thick of reading the book. Hi, my name is Angie. I love me a good dual point of view. We're at a point in the book where all hell has broken loose, and this book is giving more than what I thought it was gonna. Good morning to my chapter besties. Welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a weekly vlog, me catching up on my new releases. So I'm like really behind on new releases this year. Some of them are anticipated, some of them are new releases that that I just saw online and decided to read, that put me back for the ones that were my most anticipated. So it's just, I have a lot of anticipated reads that I need to get through, and we're about halfway through the year, and or almost halfway through the year, and I just want to focus on reading those. And so that's what this week is going to be about. I am still reading The Conditions of Will because I had a busy weekend this weekend, so I didn't get it. I started it last week, and so I didn't read as much as I would have liked to read this weekend because I was so busy. So like, I'm on like page 153 or something like that, so close to being halfway through it, I guess, if you want to say close like that. But yeah, so we're gonna start out reading that. I'm headed out. One thing that I discovered, if you guys didn't watch my reading vlog from last week, it was about me going to different cafes, and what I discovered is I love being out now. So I'm making it a priority to go out every day, or at least, you know, get out of the house and do something every single day. So yeah, my hair definitely needs to be washed. We'll do that later this week. But yeah, so yeah, I am loving the haircut. It is so cute. It's giving Angela. It's not giving Angie, it's giving Angela, okay? I feel very adultish. Now mind you, I'm close to 37 years old, so yeah, there's that. But I feel like adultish with my hair. Your hair can literally like just make or break certain things, and just like either make you feel good or make you feel bad. So yeah, this is your sign if you wanted to cut your hair, okay? But anyway, all right, y'all, so let's get into it. We're just gonna go out and chill a little bit. We'll probably go to the pool later this week, chill out, read there, just, you know, vibe out. It's gonna be fun, so stick around. I just got out of Barnes, and I really went in there just to explore. Like I had no plans on purchasing anything, like for real. But I saw this book, and it is a new release, and in the spirit of reading new releases this week, I decided to get it. So this came out April 2025. It's by Max Monroe. It's called What I Should Have Said. It's like a Grumpy Sunshine, I think, enemies to lovers. And I love enemies to lovers because I feel like it gives slow burn for some reason. And I'm starting to fall in love with slow burns because it's like a build up to everything that they're feeling and experiencing. So I actually loved the book, the way the edges, and I thought it was cute summer read. So I'm gonna be reading this week possibly, because the story and everything intrigued me. But yeah, we'll get into that later on. So yeah, I did go in there and get that. So I'm gonna head upstairs and get my husband some food, and then we're gonna read some more today, see how much reading we can get done. I want to at least get to, I don't even know, we're just gonna try to read. We may go to the pool either today or tomorrow. I'm a summer baby, so I don't really like summertime and being out in the sun like that. But today is like the perfect day to be by the pool because it's not overwhelmingly hot. It's just, I don't know, it's given I can sit by the pool and be content, as opposed to it just, yeah. So all right, I'm gonna go get my husband his food, and then we're going to read some more in the house. Okay, so I am in the process of reading The Conditions of Will, and it follows Georgia, who is kind of, her and one of her brothers is kind of like the black sheep of their family. Like, they're kind of like free spirits growing up in a strictly religious home. And so something happens in childhood where she's sent away, and it's like 10 years later, and she comes back home because her father has now passed away, and she's at the funeral, and she has to face demons and family drama and all the things. And I just read a part, and it's really, really sad. There's a few triggers in here. I'm gonna wait till I get to the end of the book to see if I can like share some of them without giving it away, because I sort of went into this blind. I picked this book up solely because I kept seeing good reviews by like 7 or 8 people on between Instagram and YouTube about it. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing it a lot, I'm gonna have to get it. And it's really, really sad right now. But Jessa Hastings, this is my first book by her. You know, you guys know, one of my goals this year was to read a new author every month. So I chose, well, not I chose, I think I've been reading new authors all month, but this is my first book by her, and her writing is very it kind of reminds me of Kennedy Ryan, where it kind of draws you in, and kind of, you got stuff to do but you don't want to put it down, but you need to put it down. But yeah, it's just one of those books where you just keep turning the page, and she just has a really, really good writing style. So yeah, we're at a point in the book where all hell has broken loose, and some stuff is about to go down, and some family secrets are about to be shared. Not everything is what it seems. And the family dynamic, the mother and the sister, Georgia's mother and her sister, I'm just literally like, these hoes are terrible. Like, they're terrible. Terrible mother, terrible sister. It's so sad. Good morning, guys. It is 8:30 a.m. I am going to, Tuesday morning, I am going to read a little bit before I hop out of bed. I slept all the way in today. I don't know what was wrong with me. I read 121 pages yesterday, which wasn't bad. I went out earlier in the morning and kind of like dated myself, and went to Ulta, went to the bookstore as you guys saw. So I kind of just like did other things, but when I came home, I read a little bit, and then I watched the game and all the things. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. And I read more yesterday than I actually thought I would read yesterday, which is pretty good. 121 pages isn't bad at all for a busy day, especially for a busy day. So yeah, so we're going to read a little bit this morning, and then we'll get up and get our day started. We are leaving off on, well, I'll do it. I'll figure it out. So yeah, I'll see you guys later when I have something to say, and we will continue our weekly vlog. So I have something to add to the synopsis of The Conditions of Will. So in The Conditions of Will, Georgia's brother Oliver is an addict. Now this is all on the back of the book. He's an addict, and when he returns home with his sponsor Sam, and Sam and Georgia have an instant attraction to one another. But I don't think what's his name, Oliver, really likes the fact that they have an attraction to each other, because Oliver likes him as well. So now I'm getting to the point of the book where Oliver finds out about them, and he's upset, like he's pissed. But I don't like that, because I'm like, Sam is not gay. He's not like, he's never going to like you. So why are you cock blocking on your sister? Like, I don't understand that. Like, he's never going to like you. You're never going to get him, because he does not like men. So what are you tripping for right now? But yeah, this book is really good. They're just finding out a secret, a family secret that I'm not gonna share or even attempt to like skim around and give hints at or nothing like that. They're just finding out this family secret, and it's shocking. It's shocking. This book talks heavily about families being disappointed in, you know, hiding their children's behavior, being disappointed in their child being gay, and just like their child sinning and things like that. So it's a lot to consider with this book. And this is one of those books that would be really good for a book club. Like, this would be good conversation for my book club, but a lot of my family that's in the book club, they're just now beginning to read. So we can't read a long book like this. Like, I would have to read it with like, no, buddy read it with somebody else, because my family, some of them, maybe like 3 of them, one of my aunts, my aunt Tina, my sister Ashley, I think I know they're readers, but the other ones in our club, they're not really readers like that. So getting them to read a 400-page book is taxing. So yeah, that's where we're at with the book. I am kind of taken aback by Oliver's response. Like, I don't really like it. I'm like, sir, you were never gonna get him. He does not swing that way. You were never gonna get him. So what is the problem? Like, but anyway, yeah, I think I'm on page like 370 something. So we'll probably get this book done today and start something else tonight. So yeah, I'll be back when I'm back. Oh my goodness, y'all, this book right here, y'all don't even understand how seen I feel. Like, this is just amazing. If you've ever had family drama, like complexities in your family, like just issues and dealing with narcissists in your family and people with personality disorders, people that don't take accountability, people that just want everything to look picture perfect, and it's not, like, this book will make you feel seen. First of all, this line right here, this was what tripped me out. This line right here alone is what is gonna make this book 5+ stars for me. People who aren't self-aware, people who haven't lived their lives in the pursuit of truth, find that the truth is confronting if you don't want to hear it. I think I represent to her a myriad of uncomfortable truths she just can't afford to lean into, because her whole life depends so heavily on a false reality. People don't tend to want those ruptured. Oh my goodness, I have somebody in my family like this, and this is just wow. I don't know if I told you guys, but this is like considered a contemporary romance. I think I did tell you about the Sam in Georgia, and then Oliver liking Sam, and Oliver being like fully blown gay, but Sam doesn't even swing his way. He's not even bisexual, and he's tripping. Like, Oliver is being such a douchebag. Like, he is a douchebag. I have never been so angry and happy in a book in my life. Like, some of these characters are like the best characters in the world, and then the others are just, they suck. Like, they make you want to throw the book across the room, but you can't because you're like sucked into it. It's just wow. I got nothing to say. I got nothing for y'all. I am on page 445 right now, so I have a few more pages left to go, one more chapter, and then the epilogue to go before I'm done. And just, yeah, I am blown away by this story. There was so much thought put into it. It talks so much about like reading people, because Georgia, she's like a professional, she's like a human lie detector test. Like, she can pick up on cues of when people are lying, their body language and things like that. And wow, my first time reading this author, and it's making me, I have the first book of Magnolia Parks in there. Yeah, we're gonna be reading that soon for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, so page 453, let's talk about this. We are in agreement that love isn't a feeling, right? I nod resolutely. Correct. Lust is a feeling and awe is a feeling. And both things I have for you at the moment in effing spades. But I'm self-aware enough to know they'll probably go away at some point or another. I hope not, I tell him. Sam gives me this look like I know better than that. Feelings change. They ebb and flow. I know you know that. You've been a primary support person for an alcoholic for the last 6 years. And you were what you were for Oliver out of love, not because of how you felt about him. Sam raises his eyebrows knowingly. I guarantee there were days where you were what you were to him, despite how you felt about him in the moment. Oh my gosh. If y'all ain't catch that, rewind this video and play it back. Like, what? Wow. Just wow. The Conditions of Will. I just got done reading it. Such a magnificent book. Heartfelt. Just, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I have to get myself together to even come up with a statement for y'all, because this book really did it for me. It really did it for me. It was healing, heartfelt, just simply amazing. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to tell y'all, but go read The Conditions of Will. It will not disappoint. The healing towards the end, the realization of certain things, it just and the romance between Sam and Georgia. So this is contemporary romance because it had some more deeper themes to it, but then the romance also was there, like the connection between Sam and Georgia, like the instant attraction to one another and kind of falling. And I know some people are like, you can't fall in love with the person like when you first see them. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sometimes it may start out as something like that, or something else, but I knew when I was a kid that I was gonna marry my husband now. Like, I knew that was gonna be my husband, that we were engaged when I was a kid, like before I even knew what love was. So it's not all that far-fetched that people can see and know, wait a minute, this is my person. Like, sometimes God will just give you that inkling, that feeling like, wait a minute, this is different than the rest. And so yeah, I just, wow, simply amazing. I hope you guys go check it out and read it and come back to this video and let me know your thoughts. But anyway, I don't know what I want to read next. If I want to read Say You'll Remember Me, Story of My Life, or Promise Me Sunshine, or that other book I just got. That other book seems like such a vibe though. Or if I want to read Rewind It Back. Like, I have so many new releases to get through and I just don't know where to start. Maybe we can go like oldest. Which one is like came out first, maybe? But I think it would be this one that would be next then. This is actually on Kindle Unlimited, Story of My Life. A lot of people don't like Lucy's Score. I don't know why. But this is on Kindle Unlimited. But I saw the special edition cover and I was like, I had to get it because I love the edges of the book. It's really pretty. Then there's Promise Me Sunshine, which I heard a lot about. I heard somebody said that this has a surprise pregnancy in it, if I'm not mistaken. And I love a surprise pregnancy trope. I don't know what it is, but I do. I love a surprise pregnancy trope. Everything Starts With You. Oh, this is cute inside. This is a Barnes & Noble edition for Say You'll Remember Me. This is a little, I know this came out earlier this year. And I have never, oh no, I have read Abby. I was about to lie and say I never read an Abby Jimenez book. I never read Cara Bastone, and all the other authors that's on the new release list I have read. So should we go with a new author? When I figure it out, I'll come back and let y'all know what we're gonna read. It might be this. Okay, y'all, so I have decided for once to read the book that I actually picked up in Barnes & Noble, okay? Instead of putting it on my shelf and waiting to read it. We're gonna go read this. And then we'll read Cara. because this is a new author too, so I'm sticking to the new author thing in this vlog. Oh, maybe we'll do that. New authors, new releases. Okay, we're on to something now. We're on to something now. So yeah, this is What I Should Have Said by Max Monroe. I told you guys about this book yesterday, so I'm not going to go into it. It's definitely giving Grumpy Sunshine, enemies to lovers. Yeah, and I love that it is dual point of view. And first of all, look at these edges. Like, it's giving pretty. It's giving let's go sit by the pool tomorrow and read this. I'm going to start it tonight, read maybe like a couple of chapters or something. I do have to finish the book club, my family's book club book. So yeah, I'll probably just start reading the prologue or something. So yes, follows Nora. And I think the male main character's name is Bennett. So yeah, y'all know I love me a good dual point of view, okay? I love me a good, if you're new here, hi, my name is Angie. I love me a good dual point of view. I love when a book is told in first person. I cringe when I have to read something in third person, unless it has to be the author that knows what they're doing. Like if you know what you're doing, yes. Because there have been books that I've read in third person and I was like, oh my gosh, this is probably one of my favorite books. But mostly I like first person books, dual point of view, because I want all the feels. I want to know how. And see, here's the thing with the last book that I read, The Conditions of Will, it was not necessary to get Sam's point of view, but I would have loved his point of view and how he was feeling and everything, because the book was really about Georgia, her family dynamics, everything that she's experienced, everything that she's gone through. So you didn't really need anybody else's perspective. But when you're dealing with a romance, and that's the thing, this is probably like real romance. I'm gonna look it up on Goodreads when I click currently reading. But that was more contemporary romance, so it was some other things that were surrounding the, you know, the vibe of the book. So yeah, we're gonna start this. I'll check back in with you guys tonight and let you know what I think so far. I'm probably only gonna read like a couple of chapters. The chapters look kind of short, which I like. Okay, we love hi, my name is Angie and I love short chapters too, because I don't like stopping in the middle of a chapter. And when they're long, and like now I've got to go clean my kitchen up because I'm not going to bed with no dirty kitchen. The dishes need to be put up, put away, and it needs to be cleaned down. So when I'm reading and I'm into it, a quick short chapter real quick, okay, boom boom boom, then I can go do it and then come back. I'm not stopping in the middle of a chapter. That's forbidden. Like, no, we're not doing that. So I love short chapters. But yeah, I had talked a little bit too much introducing myself and my little reading kinks. So yeah, I will be back for real and tell you guys how I like the beginning so far, and if it's, you know, I'm really loving me setting goals out this year for reading and reading new authors, because I have been introduced, I read a new author, probably 2 new authors every month this year, and I'm really loving the diversity of what it is that I'm picking up, and not just falling into my normal people that I will just read over and over again, like Danielle Allen, Robbie Renee, Kennedy Ryan, Tia Williams. Like I love all those girls down. Liz Tomford, who else is one of my favorites? Mia Sheridan. I love all those girls down, and I'm gonna stick beside them. But it's good to just like expand yourself and, you know, branch out. So yeah, I'll be back though for real. I have to come on and say too that I don't read a lot of young adult. I think I read more young adult last year than I have in a while, but I haven't read any young adult books this year, if I'm not mistaken. And Tia Williams has a book, Aubrey and Bash something, and if y'all don't know, 7 Days in June is one of my favorite books of all time. It's literally in my top 3. I love 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, and it follows her daughter, so obviously it's going to be young adult or whatever the case may be. But I have not been in the mood to read young adult. I have been in a space of wanting to read like grown and sexy, not even new age adult, like just grown and sexy, like people 30 plus years old with real things happening and real romance and all the things. I don't know, but I still want to get that book too, because like I said, it's following you know, the daughter. So it's like I get a taste of, you know, I get a taste of the romance between the FMC and the MMC and 7 Days in June. But I feel like I'm kind of like in a young adult funk, because I'm not against young adult as an older adult. It's just I have not been in the mood for it. I don't know. Do y'all get like that, where you like a genre and then all of a sudden you just decide, no, that's not for me right now? Like, that's where I am with young adults. So yeah, hopefully I could just get back into it and start, because you know there are some really good young adult books that, you know, can keep your interest, can, you know, just kind of remind you of when you were like a kid or whatever and falling in love and whatnot. But then there's some that's just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I think if I had been with her, one of those by Laura Nolan, at some point I really liked those two books, but at some point I was like, y'all are pissing me off right now. Like, y'all are really pissing me off. But I don't know, that just turned me off. But I have not read any young adult books this year, so we're gonna try to change that. One thing that I have noticed, I don't want to read stuff that I don't want to read. I started a vlog trying fantasy reading again months ago. I still have yet to finish the book. It's been sitting in my Goodreads for a while now. It's been months now, and I want to finish it because I don't want to DNF it, but I'm just not interested in fantasy, and I don't want to force myself to read a genre, because I feel like that's how you can fall into a reading slump. Like, if you're forcing yourself to read it, especially if you do Booktube and you're forcing yourself to do all these challenges and stuff, that's how you can literally fall into a book slump. And I have never been in a book slump ever. So it's like, do I want to subject myself to that, or do I just take the L? You know what I mean? So it's like, read what feels good to you. If you're not in the mood for a specific genre, don't force it just because like it's a popular book, or because whatever reason. Just read what feels good to you. And that's what I'm gonna have to start telling myself. I'm gonna read what feels good to Angie. But anyway, I'm probably not gonna start that book tonight. I'll probably start it tomorrow first thing in the morning. So I'll pick back up with you guys later. I'm gonna finish my other book from my family's book club tonight, or at least get as far as I can in it. So yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday, so we're in the middle of the week, so let's get it. Let's get crunk. It is me. It is like 8:30 in the evening, okay? I have been in this book super duper heavy, to the point where I have not even vlogged much. All y'all saw was the little montage earlier this morning when I started the book. So I'm on page 207. We're more than halfway through the book, and What I Should Have Said by Max Monroe. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Spoiler free, okay? So it follows Bennett, the mailman character, and child, what's this girl's name? Nora. Y'all know. Listen, hi, my name is Angie, and I forget people's names even though I'm in the thick of reading the book. Okay, that's me. All right, so anyway, Nora and Bennett, and Nora basically, this part is on the back of the book, okay? So I'm not spilling anything. Nora basically is a runaway bride. She leaves her wedding with an envelope, and in the envelope is a secret of her something that I can't share right now, or I won't share at all. And she flees to this town to find her sister, who she's kind of estranged from. And I don't know what it is with me reading back-to-back books of mothers being terrible mothers, but their mother, Eleanor, in this book is a very bad woman. Okay, and if you read the book, you'll know. And so she flees back home to where her sister is, Josie. Josie is one of those children that sees the BS, and she's like, I'm not going to be a part of it. You know how some people, like, they know their parents are toxic, but they still like, oh, that's my mommy or that's my daddy, and I'm going to stick beside them, whatever. Then you have other kids that's like, no, I don't care if you're toxic, if you're my toxic mother or my toxic father or my toxic grandmother, I'm not going to be dealing with you. Like, there's going to be boundaries. Well, that's Josie. And so when Nora shows up, Josie is like, it's been 5 years. Like, I haven't seen you since our grandmother passed away. Like, what are you doing here? So Nora obviously doesn't tell her because she's embarrassed right now and she just needs a place to stay and da-da-da-da. So she starts working at Josie's coffee shop called Caffeine, which is a pretty cool name. And yeah, insert Bennett. So I don't know if you guys ever watched the TV show Heart of Dixie. It was an old show that came out, I think I want to say like 2011 or something like that, on the CW. And it actually reminds me of when George picked up I forget Dr. Hart. I forget her first name though. But when George picked up Dr. Hart on the highway, so Bennett actually inserts the scene because Nora gets dropped off. She catches a Greyhound to Vermont and she gets dropped off in the middle of nowhere, starts walking, and then steps in front of a car to flag this man down to get to where she needed to go. And of course, it's a small town romance, so everybody knows everybody. So she stops in front of the car and he's like this grumpy person, and obviously there's an instant attraction with them. And so yeah, that whole scene of him picking her up in the middle of the road really reminded me of Heart of Dixie. So anyway, Bennett's story is something that I can't share because it was a little bit of mystery earlier in the book. But Bennett he's an artist and he has a lot of stuff going on with him, a lot of real life issues. Like he's grumpy for a reason. Like he really tugs at my heart, like the way that Bennett is. And you know, he's kind of trying to steer away from her because he has other responsibilities that he wants to focus on, and he's gotten wrapped up in women and stuff like that in his past, and he just doesn't want to do that because he has a major responsibility that he needs to take care of, that he wants to focus on, and he doesn't want Nora getting in the way. And obviously, you know, it's a little slow burn in the beginning of them kind of Nora feeling like he hates her, like he just despises her, and it's really not like that. He just is trying to keep his distance because he doesn't want to fall back into old behaviors. And yeah, Bennett probably right now is my favorite character because even though I really don't like men that act so grumpy that they come off douchebaggy, but his story behind him is just so moving to me. And yeah, I'm really liking him. I'm really liking him. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm probably gonna read, I want to finish this book tonight because I'm getting sucked in. And I didn't think I would read this much today. I read 206 pages today, this book alone. So yeah, it's 330 something pages in this book. There's bonus content, so 335 pages. Without the bonus content is 325 pages. So yeah, this book is getting interesting. Something just happened between the sisters finding out something, and they're getting ready to like unravel a mystery to it. This book is giving more than what I thought it was gonna give, and I'm loving it. So I'll be back when I have a little update to share with you of how I'm liking it so far. Right now, it's definitely giving what it's supposed to give. So yeah, I would highly recommend it right now. But we'll see how it ends and how everything transpires. And then I'll get back to you and let you know my feelings and all that stuff. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I just read a few chapters. This book is literally breaking my heart. Like, literally has me singing, "Quit breaking my heart." Like, so sad. And I don't know if I can really share what the part is without spilling the beans, but just know, if you're not ready for a little tearjerker, or a little, not even necessarily that you'll cry or something, but just like something that'll make you a little bit on the emotional side, prepare yourself for this one, because it's starting to get a little bit more heavier than I had anticipated. When you think of like a grumpy sunshine, small town romance, like Runaway Bride, you don't think of nothing serious. You just think of like a very fun romance. I'm not saying that this isn't fun at all, because I'm really enjoying it, but you think of something just kind of cheesy, something kind of stupid, like you just something stupid. This is not that at all. This is giving heartbreak. It's giving my feelings is about to get hurt. It's giving some emotions that I'm not ready to deal with. And One of the things that I don't like seeing sick people in real life, and I'm really having a hard time reading about it. Like seeing and reading sick people helpless and all that stuff, that bothers me. That really, really bothers me, and it makes me sad. And I know I'm like, this is fiction, it's not that serious, but it still can remind you and trigger you of real life instances and things where your feelings get a little hurt. Like your feelings get a little hurt, and my feelings is just a little bit hurt right now. So I'm hoping that, I feel like at the end, because I did browse through the back, but I feel like at the end it's gonna piece back together. You know how a book like kind of breaks you down, but then it heals back up? Kennedy Ryan is famous for doing that. This book is gonna be that. I just know it is. Like 5 stars right now for sure, but I'll let you guys know in the end what's happening. Literally page 271. I have never cried in a book. But I literally had to like a moment of, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like I can't even, so sad. It's so sad. Hey everyone, good morning. It is Thursday. I'm on my way to my doctor's appointment. I get to find out if I'm bacteria free today, so I'm excited about that, hopefully. Because I feel like some shady stuff was going on, and I gotta handle that, and I don't know how they gonna react. But anyway, I finished, what did I read? What I Should Have Said by Max Monroe. Absolutely loved that book. That book was so heartfelt. It was so touching. It's been a while. I don't think I've ever really had to, I have like choked up in a book, but I've never had, maybe once before, but I had to wipe away tears from my eyes, because there's a sensitive thing in the book, and it really brought the tears to my eyes. Like just, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil it, because it's one of those things where it took like maybe 50 or something pages to address it. And so I feel like when it takes that long to address something, it could be considered a spoiler. So I'm not going to say what it is, but it really, and it gives you a trigger warning, but it just obviously doesn't tell you who, but it just, whew, when I tell you the emotions behind that book, just really, really, I woke up thinking about them. Like, are they okay? You know, how are they doing? Like, I love when fiction books do that to you, make you feel so good, make you feel, this is why we read. This is exactly why we read. Enjoyment, like to release those good like this is why we read. So yeah, probably a 6-star read for me. I don't even know how to break it down to y'all. Like that book was amazing. So I couldn't pick a book. I decided not to go with Promise Me Sunshine for some reason, because I think that book deals with grief too, and I'm like, I can't do another one after The Conditions of Will. After this one, I can't do another emotional book that's gonna make me sad. So my husband chose Say You'll Remember Me, and I actually think this is a book that's kind of sad too, now that I'm thinking about it. Because didn't she like have, I think this is the book where she, I don't know, but I told him to choose it for me. He chose this, so this is the one we're gonna read next. It's only 360 something pages, so we should be able to get through this fairly quickly. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna start it yet. I'll let y'all know if I start this or if I just go with Rewind It Back. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's Thursday, it's gloomy out, it's raining, and I don't think we're going to the pool today, unless it clear up later on. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm excited, and I will touch base with you guys later on and let you know what I actually start if y'all don't see a montage, and then let you know my thoughts on it, obviously spoiler free. So I'll see you guys all later on today. So not read an Abby Jimenez book since early last year, 2024, probably like around March of last year. So this is my first Abby Jimenez book in a while, and I forgot how funny her books are. I forgot how entertaining the banter is between her characters and everything like that. So we are introduced to Xavier and Samantha, and Xavier is a vet doctor, and Samantha is a social media creator, and so she shows up to his clinic because she has just rescued a cat. And so he kind of is a douchebag, kind of grumpy, very stone cold demeanor. He just comes off very like unapproachable, and yeah, so, and she's kind of the total opposite of him. So they have like a mutual attraction towards one another, and it's really, really cute, like their conversations and all the things, like them getting to know each other. It's really, really cute. I'm really hoping for a surprise pregnancy, because I love, listen. Y'all drop below some surprise pregnancy book suggestions for me, because I don't know what it is about a surprise pregnancy, and it's not my favorite trope. Not my like all-time favorite. My all-time favorite is I want to say second chance romance. But surprise pregnancy is a close up there. It's up there, and I just like, I love surprise pregnancy, and I just, sometimes I'm in the mood for surprise pregnancy, so I'm hoping like maybe I'll get one out of them. And I don't know if this book is really spicy. I don't know the spice level. I don't know anything. I don't even know what Say You'll Remember. I don't even know what Say You'll Remember. Why do I keep saying remembery? What is a remembery? I don't even know what Say You'll Remember Me is about. I totally went into it blind, because I do like Abby Jimenez. I just haven't read from her in a while, and this was a new release that I was like really interested in, but I never really looked it up to see like what I'm getting myself into. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, I gotta change editions. I am reading the hardcover. Switch to this edition. Yes, I love how on Goodreads, if like you put that you're reading the Kindle but you're really reading a paperback, you could just switch the edition without having to cancel it out and you know, redo it. So yeah, this book is not, dang, the first 3 reviews, one is 2.75 stars, another one is 3.75, another one is 2.5. Not my favorite Abby Jimenez book. I wonder what was, look, I'm probably gonna, y'all know me, I'm probably gonna give it like 5 stars. But yeah, I don't know. There might be no such thing as a perfect guy, but Xavier Rush comes disastrously close. A gorgeous vet giving Greek god vibes, all while cuddling a tiny kitten. Immediately, yes. That is until Xavier opens his mouth and proves that even sculpted gods can say the absolute wrong thing. Like, really wrong. Of course, there's nothing Samantha loves more than proving an asshole wrong. Unless, of course, he can admit he made a mistake. But after one incredible and seemingly endless date, possibly the best in living history, Samantha is forced to admit the truth, that her family is in crisis and any kind of relationship would be impossible. Samantha begs Xavier to forget her, to remember their night together as a perfect moment, as crushing as that may be. Only no amount of distance or time is nearly enough to forget that something between them. And the only thing better... Hello, read more. Okay. So it doesn't want to click. And the only thing better than one single perfect memory is to make a life and even a love. Oh, that seems sad. So her mom in here, I did read the part where her mom is not well. And so I'm wondering if she's getting ready to go out of town to California from, I think it's Minnesota to California to visit the mom. And, so I don't know if she's going to find out that her mom is not as well as, is worse than what she thought she was. And, you know, she's going to try to move back home to take care of her mom. I don't know if that's what the premise is going to be about. But yeah, they did divulge that her mom is just not well. And yeah, man, that's sad. That's really, really sad. Dang, I hope this ain't going to be no... Lord, please don't... Lord, please, Father God, don't let this woman die. I can't deal with another one of these books where it's sad. Like I told y'all earlier, the conditions of Will was emotional. what I should have said, the book that I just got finished reading in this vlog was super duper emotional, like wiping sweat out of my eyeballs emotional. Yeah, I'm gonna need her to live. I'm gonna need her to live, because, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen after that. But anyway, all right, y'all, I am gonna go back into the house and just kind of read. It's like rainy today. I don't know if you guys can see. It's very, very gloomy. Yeah, you guys can kind of see it. So I am just gonna sit in the house and just rest my little nerve. Hey y'all, it is me. I am back. It's Friday. First of all, happy Friday to everyone, or whenever you're watching this video, happy whatever day of the week it is to you. We are still reading, well, we just started yesterday. We're still reading Abby Jimenez. I didn't read a lot yesterday. I think I only read like, I don't even know how many pages I left because I didn't put it in my Goodreads. Normally I update my Goodreads every evening, or at least in the mornings. But right now I'm on page 111, chapter 16. And around chapter 9, it took a little unexpected, shit, my battery's about to die. It took a little unexpected turn that I did not think was going to happen. I'm going to pick this back up on my phone because I don't have an extra battery. So yeah, I'll be right back. So yeah, good morning. I have no idea where I left off with talking to you guys earlier, but I am on chapter, oh yeah, I was telling y'all about how the book took an unexpected turn that I had no idea was going to happen. So not like negative or anything, but the direction of the book, I thought it was going to be something, but then it turned into like something else. It's a very, very unique read, something that I was not anticipating as like a storyline. I have not read a storyline like this in a while. And I also wanted to update you guys and let y'all know this is not going to be one of those cheesy books. I literally thought I was going to get out of, because the last 2 books that I read were kind of heavy, The Conditions of Will and then What I Should Have Said. They were very heavy. And so with Samantha's mother being sick and then finding out what I found out about Xavier's parents, it is given more contemporary romance, like contemporary fiction mixed with a romance, where you have these outside dynamics and storylines with just the bonus of the romance. Like that's what this book is going to give me. And I don't know if that was like the uproar with how people you know, there was like mixed reviews about this book and how, you know, this was good, but it wasn't Abby Jimenez's best. I don't know if it's just basically that part of it. I don't know yet. I don't know. This is only my second Abby Jimenez book, so I can't really judge based off of 2 books and be like, oh, this isn't her best book. You know what I mean? Because the first book I read was it had one of my favorite tropes in it, but it also had one of my least favorite tropes in it, which is miscommunication. It was shoot, I can't think of it off the dome, but I'll insert it here so you can see it. But I think I 4-starred that one just because the miscommunication trope, I can't handle it. And my little adult age, like I cannot do it. Like, say what you mean what you say, baby. Okay, I don't have time for it. In books, you know, sometimes the miscommunication trope is necessary because you need that added drama, but sometimes it gets to a point where it's just like, okay, I've had enough. But anyway, I am headed to grab me a coffee. A tornado touched down actually in south of Atlanta, Henry County, yesterday, and it's been like severe-ish looking weather. Like rotation can pick up any day now. Like it's very cloudy, it's very gloom outside. So I think I'm just gonna run and get a coffee and then come back and read at home. I don't know because I don't want to really be out. And you know, because they said the tornado crossed over 75. Now I'm not near 75, but still, like, it's just the simple fact that it just looks like tornado weather right now. So yeah, we're gonna run to 7 Brew. I haven't got a real coffee from 7 Brew. I only had their tea, so I want to try their coffee out, and then we're going to get into some things. You know, the pool, I was supposed to go to the pool this week. That just did not happen because look at the weather. It's just nasty out here. So yeah, I will touch base with you guys in a while when I have like a little update to update you guys on. So far, I am enjoying it. The different storyline. It's not like a typical romance. I don't know if I could say it. I actually saw it on a Goodreads. I don't know if it's like considered a spoiler. I don't know. Let me read more of the book and then see if that really matters if I tell you guys what I'm thinking. I imagine, so I'm still in the process of reading Say You'll Remember Me, right? Imagine meeting pretty much somebody you connect with on a deeper level. You feel like they might be the one. It's like almost insta love, and you can't be with them. Just think about that for a minute. Okay, think about that for a minute. That's what Say You'll Remember Me is pretty much talking about right now. It's literally people that have met, they have connected, and they can't be together. And they can't be together because you have one person being so selfless. Like the female main character, Samantha, she's literally putting herself on the back burner to care for her family, to love on her family. And it's kind of sad, and it's kind of like heroic in a way, because it's like, you know, what they say, mama gotta have a life too. Like, it's kind of sad because she just can't, she's very selfless. And I don't know if that's gonna change. I don't know if she's, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna end up not liking her, but I like that about her. It's sad, but I like that about her, that she's just very, because you don't see that a lot in families nowadays, where somebody would literally put their love life on hold, their soulmate on hold, to care for somebody, or to, you know, look after somebody, or uproot their life, or whatever the case may be. And I admire that in her, that she's that type of character, because you don't see a lot of that anymore. You don't see a lot of that in books, really. So yeah, I am enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to get at least to, because tomorrow's Saturday, so I'm hoping to get at least to a point where all I have to read tomorrow is 100 pages. That would be ideal. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm literally, I literally love the book. I love where so far, I would say probably, I'm over 100 pages, and I probably would say right now 4 stars. Not giving me 5-star feel yet. It may, I don't know. But the banter, the dialogue, so I've told y'all before, I don't really like a lot of dialogue in books. I'm more of like, I like the monologues, because I feel like you can really get to how a person feels, like what they're truly feeling, and connecting with them on that level. And with a lot of dialogue, it's just like a lot of conversation. But when you have an author that knows how to write banter in a way that's very funny, very consuming, you get through a book very, very quickly, because it's funny. You're just kind of laughing, like, haha, you know, it's funny, it's entertaining, and so it just keeps you turning the page. And when you're turning the page, you're reading a whole lot faster than what you normally would. So yeah, I don't know, I like a lot of dialogue when it comes to that, but for the most part, give me a good speech, baby. Let me know how you feel, what you were feeling on the inside that you didn't want to share with this person, or whatever the case may be. Like, I love that. I eat it up. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Hey y'all, okay, good morning or afternoon. It is Saturday. We are on page 195, chapter 24 of Say You'll Remember Me. So y'all know I love smut. I'm a smut girl. Like, give it to me. Like, give it to me. And so this book does not have a lot of spice in it. And I kind of, as a smut girly, I kind of actually appreciate a book just kind of focusing on other things than the sex. Like, they clearly had already done it because they said they ended up in the bed naked. I don't know who ends up in the bed naked and they ain't done nothing. But they didn't describe anything. It was just like, we were tangled. We woke up tangled, naked and tangled or something. Like, that's how they described it. So I'm like, I can really appreciate not having like super descriptive when a book is based on so much more. Like, and the fact that she's dealing with a sickly parent is just, it's sad to me. Like, this whole vlog, all week we've been dealing with books that were very emotional, very kind of sad. And yeah, so they finally have reached not a breaking point, but a come together moment in their relationship. And if you are interested, because I feel like I could say it and it won't be anything, if you're interested in long distance relationships in a book, if you've never read that, this would be the book to do. And this is why I say this book is definitely different in a good way, because I can't remember reading a long distance relationship book like this one. Like, this is real long distance. So that's where we're at today. I'm hoping to finish it up because it's May 31st and I want to put it on my what I read in May book. So yeah, we got about 100. It's 1:30 p.m. We got about maybe 150 more pages, 155 more pages to go. So we could do it. We just gotta sit down and really do it. So yeah, that's where we're at. I don't have any more book updates for you or nothing really to say. I just wanted to let you guys know how I was feeling about this book and everything like that. Right now it's still giving 4 stars. I have an idea where I think it's gonna go and how it's gonna end up, but you never really know with books. Like, there's been times where I've been way off base, like way off base. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're gonna continue this vlog and this vlog. It is Sunday. I am on my way to church. We have communion today and it is June 1st. Happy June. I will, by the time you see this video, you would have already seen my recap, and sadly Say You'll Remember Me will not be in a recap because I didn't finish it yesterday. I only got up to page 224, so we're gonna try to read this, finish this up today, and yeah, let it be the first book that I finish in June. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the month. I'm excited to read more. I think I'm gonna make my reading goal probably, well, y'all will find out, or y'all would have already found out, so there's no sense in me telling you because I don't even know yet. But anyway, yeah, so welcome to this Sunday. Let's get into it.
A few moments later.
I know y'all like, girl, ain't you supposed to be at church? So let me tell y'all what happened. So we go out to get into the car to go to church and everything, and then the check engine light comes on. Now where we were going to church is like kind of far away, so we didn't want to take the car. It would have been like an 8-hour drive there and back, so we didn't want to take the car, not understanding why the check engine light was on. So yeah, that's why I'm back, and we're gonna go to the pool today because it's nice outside. Finally, Metro Atlanta has been crazy. But anyway, I'm on page 230 and 231 right now. I just finished those pages up, and I'm sitting here so mad because I hate seeing in books parents like gaslighting their children and stuff, and that's what's happening with Xavier's family. Like, they're not the best parents, and I'm not going to share everything because I don't want to like give the tea or anything like that, but his parents are like just terrible humans and just blame game. Everything is his fault, and I'm like, how can you blame a child for something that happened when they were literally a child? Like, you can't do that. There is no way in your mind that you can justify blaming a child for your adult behavior, like when you're the adult in the situation. So we're gonna go ahead to the pool and try to read as much as we can. We're on 232 now, chapter 29, so over halfway there. I talked to you guys about this in another video about how no parent is perfect. Like, all of our parents have made mistakes, and it's up to us to kind of like forgive them of their errors and things, that because they're just learning too, and you don't really understand what they have gone through. I know this personally, until you become an adult and until you make your own mistakes and you're like, wow, my parents really were just doing the best that they can. And so that's where Xavier is at this point. But it's hard to do when you have parents that are making excuses, making it your fault, making it something that you did when you, like I said earlier, you were literally just a child. So it's kind of enlightening and aggravating at the same time. But yeah, this is turning out to be a really good book with some things to make you think. This was a really good reading week. Oh my goodness, y'all, I have to share a little quote with y'all. So this says, I think there are two types of people you fall in love with. The ones who are a good fit. Their lifestyle matches yours. You share the same values and beliefs. You find them attractive and you just like spending time with them. It's good, great even. You can live your whole life with this person and be madly in love and never want anything different unless you've already met the other type of person you fall in love with. The one. The person who was made just for you, and you can only ever get the one. This is so true. I had just posted in my Instagram stories, like, there's a difference in being with somebody where it just makes sense. You have values, you have similar things in common, and then there's that one, like that person, like he said, that was just made for you. I can resonate with this so much because when I was a kid, I knew, me and my husband grew up together, for those people that don't know. But when I was a kid, before I even knew what love was, before I even knew what marriage was, like, I was aligned with my husband. Like, I knew he was my person. And it's just like a feeling you get with the one. And when you're with the one, you can have all these other things, but it's just different. It's just different. And I don't know. So I haven't got to the end of this book yet. I'm only on page 279, y'all. I went to sleep earlier after the pool. I was asleep for like 4 hours. I guess I needed the rest today. I guess the car trouble was obviously was God's will, but I guess it was meant to be, because when I tell y'all I was knocked out for hours and hours, me and Nate both was gone. But what I will say is this: I don't understand why people have rated this book so like 3 stars. I don't understand like why people, and I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking it. It's different. It's unique with how the romance is set up. But I really love this book. And I don't understand why y'all don't like it. Why y'all don't like it? Why y'all don't like it? Let me know. Like, what am I missing? I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go read some more. So I'll see y'all in a minute.
A few moments later.
Okay, y'all, so I have to say I am starting to understand, I guess, why people would have an issue with this book right here, Say You'll Remember Me. Is because it's a lot of back and forth, because they're in a long distance relationship. It's a lot of back and forth of, how are we gonna make this work? This is too much, yada yada yada. And it kind of gets old after a while, but I'm like, that's the premise of the story, is the long distance relationship that they have. So I do understand like people getting annoyed with that, and that being an issue as to why it might have been rated lower than her other books. So I wanted to pop on and say that. Okay, y'all, it is Monday morning. I finished Say You'll Remember Me. So I wrote in my Goodreads how I can see how people did not like the book, because it was a lot of like trauma and heartache and frustration, and sometimes people don't read for that. They read for they want all the good vibes and things. And so it was just a lot of back and forth between the status of the FMC and the MMC's relationship status and all the things. And it kind of, I can see where people would get annoyed with it and rate it 2 stars or 3 stars or whatever the case may be. I ended up rating it 4 stars because it kept my attention. And I like the realism to it, you know, dealing with not aging, but a sick parent, dealing with neglectful and narcissistic parents or family members in general, entrepreneurship and how it's not easy, that was touched on, things like that. So relationships, like what length would you go to stay with your person? That's this book. And so yeah, I could see the frustration that people may have, but I enjoyed it. I ended up rating it, like I said, 5 stars. Yeah, so that was a week of my life, reading, catching up on new releases and all the things. So yeah, we're gonna start a new vlog, and I'll see you over in the new vlog. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. I hope you join the fam. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll check out some of these books that we read. They were all extremely good to me. You know, reading is so subjective that it's like one person can literally love it. You can have the same taste as somebody, right? Because there are people that on YouTube, Booktube, I have the, oh my goodness, similar taste. Like we're pretty much identical in the books that we read and like, but there are times where that person will hate a book and I will absolutely love it. So yeah, it's subjective, and you just gotta take people's reviews with a grain of salt and just kind of read on your own. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Say You'll Remember Me. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next vlog. Thank you for tuning in with me. Okay. One thing this thing is gonna do is fall. Wow, just wow. Oh my gosh, like The Conditions of Will was such a good book, y'all. Like I don't even, wow, simply amazing. I hope you guys go, hold on, sunsetting. The sun is starting to set.